Hello, we are working on page 1 of your 3-3 notes for regular algebra 2. The first page should be very easy because you've literally done all this before. The second and the third page do get a little more complicated, so if you want to, you can mute me and just kind of fill out 1 through 4 right now, but make sure you do watch the second and the third page because it's a smidge bit new. As it says, we are going to write polynomials in factored form, so that means we need to factor it. As always, you should ask yourself, what do all of these have in common? Hopefully you realize an x. So you're left with x squared minus 2x minus 15. A lot of you probably going to do your, what are those called? Your star method. 1, 1, negative 15 up top, negative 2 below. You want numbers that multiply to give you negative 15 and add to give you negative 2. So let's go with negative 5 and positive 3. That means my factors are x minus 5 from this guy, and the right side will give me x plus 3. When it says state the zeros, like this is part A. Part B, if you want to find the zeros, that's your x-intercepts. So you could set that equal to 0. You're going to have to set all 3 parts equal to 0. X equals 0, x minus 5 equals 0, x plus 3 equals 0. So that's one of your answers, 0. Over here, we'd have to add 5. So 5 is a 0 or an x-intercept. And over here, negative 3 is an x-intercept. That's it. Again, you've done this before, should be pretty easy. Moving on, number 2, we can factor out an x again. So we're left with x squared plus 7x plus 10. And we're going to set these equal to 0 since we are going to find the x-intercepts. Some of you guys make a star method for this. I'm just going to say what numbers multiply to give me 10, add to give me 7. Remember, since there's no number here, I can easily do that. So x plus 5, x plus 2. Feel free to still make your star if that works for you. And then x equals 0, x plus 5 equals 0, x plus 2 equals 0. So 0 is one x-intercept. Get x by itself by subtracting 5. So negative 5 is, subtract 2, negative 2 is also an x-intercept. Number 3, hopefully you realize that those numbers are all divisible by 3 and they all have an x. So if we take out a 3x, we're left with 3x squared plus 2x minus 1. This one I am definitely going to use the star method for. I'm going to do the star method down here in all this space. Doing the star method with just this part here. So my 3's go there for my A. 2 is my B. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. I want to come up with numbers that multiply to give me negative 3 and add to give me 2. 3's prime, so it's 3 and 1. If you want to get negative 3, though, and positive 2, we're going to have to make the 1 negative. 3 and 3 reduces to 1 over 1. So up top, that gives me 1x plus 1. Over here, 3 over negative 1 does not. That gives me 3x minus 1. Once you've factored, you can set it equal to 0 since you're finding the x-intercepts. So 3x equals 0, x plus 1 equals 0, 3x minus 1 equals 0. Here, divide by 3. 0 is an intercept. Subtract 1 on both sides. We get negative 1. And the last one, we've got to add 1 and then divide by 3. So 1/3 is an intercept. Split this out. And the last one on this page, number 4. Again, all divisible by 3, all have an x. So we're left with x squared minus 6x plus 8. You're left with a trinomial, so we should probably try to factor that. To get the x squared, we'll do x and x. And again, since there's no number here as a coefficient, you can just say what multiplies to give you positive 8, adds to give you negative 6. That'd be negative 4 times negative 2, or negative 4 plus negative 2 is negative 6, equals 0. Set them all equal to 0. Divide, add, whatever you gotta do here. So we're gonna get 0 divided by anything is 0. Add 4 to both sides. Add 2 to both sides. And that's that.